We're here with Kevin from Strathbally Blondes in Queensland. Hey Kevin, how are you?
Yeah, quite well. It's been a busy day, but yeah, we're getting there.
Yeah, okay. Just tell me a little bit about your blonde stud.
Well, I started about 20 years ago, initially buying a commercial bull from the Aruma herd, and then buying cows from there. In 1996 started the blonde stud, so that's 20 years. There's a good percentage of my current herd go back to the foundation cows. Bought, and it's almost a closed herd as far as females go, but always buying in the odd bull. Semen that I've bought over the years, mostly still in the tank, but I think the newer French bulls taken my eye. Not a great believer in the current whole genetics, but we'll see how that pans out. I've got a good percentage of whole cows in my herd, however.
And why blondes? Can you tell me a bit about the temperament and calving and that type of thing? Why did you go with blondes?
Initially, the thought was one of the French breeds, and I guess Robin Loveday talked us into blondes. She's a good saleswoman. I'm glad we did end up going blondes. The temperament is outstanding. The cattle are a fine-boned animal with a nice slick coat, and something the other French breeds obviously don't have.
Yeah, sure. Did when you say temperament and that type of thing, have you ever done any showing? Have you had anything in the show ring at all, or and who are your major clients? Are they crossbreeders or?
I've sold lots of females to start up blonde studs, and blonde bulls to other blonde studs as well. Obviously, most bulls don't go to blonde studs. Mostly around this area, a good percentage of herds are part Bos Indicus. So there's always people looking for even more hybrid vigour, and a lot of people know the secret of the blondes, but I guess we need more people to know. I think that's the answer.
Sure. So would you say that putting a blonde bull into your commercial herd would really increase your profits and change temperaments and that type of thing?
Undoubtedly, yes, that's right. I've kept basically a blonde herd up until now because I do like to go and check on the calves when they're born. Not always something you can do with Bos Indicus type cattle. The temperament is there. There's only one or two I stay away from when they calve. Once you've had cattle with that temperament, it's very hard to decide on what breed you would use to either go commercial. But up until now, it's been pretty solid blonde over blonde. And the culls or the commercial calves are obviously bring a premium at the sale yards. Now I haven't. We had drought about 2 years ago, and people have only started buying bulls this year. And I've got a bull paddock that's brimming with about 3 bulls at the moment. And obviously, for some reason or other, you do get a run of heifers too. And just obviously there's different country around here, a few hills and that type of thing. I mean, how do the blondes actually handle that, and especially covering the heifers and whatnot? Are they good working bulls? As far as foraging on, Darling Downs area is known for the ridge country. On a property, this block we're on now has a ridge, but I have a cattle on an adjustment property where the ridge is twice this height. The cattle have almost terraced the side of the ridge, walking up and down, and they will do a lap once or twice a day of an entire paddock. Even most of my adjustment blocks are 160 acres. But, sold cattle to a breeder in Mullaney years ago, and he was impressed with the way the cattle foraged.
Yeah.
And he was used to British breeds just staying where the green stuff was. And,
Yeah.
These cattle certainly, they will do 1 or 2 laps a day
Yeah.
of a paddock,
Yeah.
and they're not afraid of the slopes.
Yep.
And I imagine the bulls often stay where the cows are, so they'll climb hills as well.
Yeah. And how have you found the fertility rates? Is there anything you can comment on there at all?
Never ever had an issue with fertility.
Okay. Yep.
You know, you may get there may be an issue with the female's fertility with drought conditions or whatever, but the bulls certainly have never let us down.
Yeah, sure. All right, well, look, thank you very much for your time. Kevin from Strath Valley Blondes. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Wayne. Good to talk to you.
Good.